Hey folks, hi, this is Gigi on a budget. It's less than a month. You know what it means? It's going to be February, so there's a little love in the air. So Gigi's starting to get into that love mood for Valentine's Day. But really, we should have love in our life every day, right? That's right. So how are you all folks doing today? It is Friday, TGIF. Today, because Gigi is still doing her dry January, we're having a mocha. It's kind of cool. It's not really too bad. It's not windy. And it's only like 62. Brisk kind of weather. So, cheers to you. We're going to have a mocha today. Let's go ahead and get started, okay? Here we go.
Everybody just do your thing. Wake up. Today's going to be a good day. Wake up. Today's going to be a good day. Wake up. Today's going to be a good day.
That's pretty good. So, hey folks, how y'all doing today? So, busy week. What did we do Monday? What did we do Monday?
What did you do? What did you do?
I wish I should keep a calendar here, so this way I know what we'll be speaking of. But Gigi sometimes forgets. But there is. I know. I think it was Monday. Monday went to the gym. That's good. And after the gym, me and my mom went shopping. We hit a few stores because she's setting up her dressing room. So she just had to paint it pink. You go, Mom. And there's Vinny and his bro Paul. Vinny's such a good guy. I really appreciate all the help that he's given to my mom. He's a really good guy. And so she wanted to get some pictures, so we did that. So I think we went to Ross. I feel like we went someplace else. Ross, Burlington, and what else was over there? Was that it? I feel like we were out all day. Then we went out to lunch at In-N-Out, and that's what I want to share. During that conversation, when we went out to lunch, my mom likes In-N-Out. Let me go ahead and get some of this money out before I just chit-chat this whole day away, okay? Anyway, after we had done a little bit of shopping, went ahead and went to In-N-Out for lunch. Let's go ahead and count the money here. Here's 20, 40, 50, 70, 90, 95, 100, 110, 120, 130, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 42. That's a nice little drop. So anyway, on Monday was actually my dad. I'm sure some of you folks out there who are new, my dad passed away in June of last year from dementia. He had been struggling with the disease probably about 15 years. My mom was really really provided the care for him all that time. He did not get placed. He got placed for a very short time. It wasn't a good fit. And that was, I think, in April of 2022. And then, or 2023. And then in 2024, he fell. And at that point in time, my mom could no longer care for him. So we placed him in a group home type of setting. I think there was only like 4 or 5 guys there. In fact, it wasn't even far from here. It was in a residence. Nice place, good people. And that's when he ended up passing. He had broken his ankle, and he just didn't recover from the whole episode that had happened. But my dad was 91 years old. But June 13th he passed, and Monday would have been 6 months. So I asked my mom, how's it going? It's not like I don't see it all the time. She's down the street, but if you don't ask the questions, don't make assumptions about things you don't know about, the things you think you know about, but you really don't. So I did ask my mom, so how's she doing after, today was 6 months. And like she says, she doesn't dwell on it. But I think part of the conversation that I took away that we were kind of discussing, my dad had this disease. My dad was a very intelligent man. He had this disease for, I'd say, 15 years. I don't think he was really diagnosed, I believe my mom said, until she knew something was going on, and doctors said he had an old brain. But he was already starting to do like different stuff. He would do like this constant little whistle sound, and all the time. And it was just like, it was annoying, but we didn't know what was really going on. And that's probably one of the signs. One of the behaviors that's associated to what was going on with him that we just didn't know, we didn't understand. Then every night before, and bear in mind, he was in California all this time. My folks were. They didn't move up here till maybe 5 years ago. So it's really the last 5 years that I was involved because, they were here. But prior to that, I was living in Milpitas. They called East Bay, outside San Francisco, Milpitas, San Jose, up in that area. So we lived up there since 7 years. I was up there. And so I didn't see them. I would hear stuff, that stuff was going on at home, but I didn't, if you're not there, you really don't, there's a disconnect. Because you're not so, like they say, in the trenches. And it wasn't until so when I would go down there, let me go back to what I said, when I would go down there and see, I can just kind of see, just little things that he was always doing that he was almost compulsive about. But like I said, we didn't really know what was going on. And the other thing that I know, he was like separating, like shutting down a little bit, disconnecting from the family. I think part of it's probably because he really didn't know what was going on. My dad was a very intelligent man, very smart. And when he laughed, he had a big, big laugh, which I can appreciate because I love to hear, I love the sound of laughter because to me it's just like, that's good for the soul. He had a big, by my Aunt Clara, you should see he had the laugh of a pirate. He just had a big hearty laugh. Like when we were speaking, I was saying, there was probably already, in my mind, I'm thinking, and I shared with her, there was probably already a disconnect because he had been sick for so long. And that was no longer her husband. Just like when I saw him, he was no longer my dad. One second, let me see if I can I feel like I'm right there. Let me just get this. I'm using a different camera. So, no, not that close. So, I guess that's it. The man I knew as my dad was not the dad that was here in Arizona. That was not close to the dad that I grew up with, that I knew. My dad was somebody that I would debate with, have conversations with. It was funny. I can't say my dad he was the kind of man that was very supportive. He wasn't a touchy-feely kind of guy. No, that wasn't my dad. I think part of that was his upbringing. I don't want to have a whipped cream mustache when I'm speaking to you folks. Part of his upbringing, very machismo, he grew up in a Latin household. His mother raised, I think like 13 kids, really by herself because his dad died when he was very, very small. His dad died when he was very young, he was only like 12. And his mom, raised all these kids. So, and she had immigrated here from Mexico, became a citizen, and had these babies here. He was raised hard, he was poor, and for him to be able to do what he did, one of the things that he did have, he had a very strong work ethic, which I'm glad to say that I have, my brother and sister have. I see it in my kids as well, which I think, you need to have that in order to move forward. But like I said, if he saw something we were excited about, he was more than supportive. If we ever needed to ask him of anything, he was always willing to help, no matter what it was. Whatever, support, a ride, money, whatever it was, if we needed anything, he was always there. But touchy-feely, he was not. And I think when you're young, you need more of that emotion, but he was always working, So I now understand, have a better understanding of that he did the best he could. I get that. But when you're a kid, you don't always understand all that. Carry baggage because of stuff that, went on when you were a kid. But there has come a point in time that you have to reconcile that with your folks or whoever the person is. And you have to reconcile with yourself as well, which I had. By the time I was able to see him and have an ongoing relationship, as far as almost seeing them every day, because they were staying with us for a period of time, and then we were staying with them because we were going through housing situations. I was moving, they were moving, waiting for the house to be built, they were going through escrow, so all kinds of stuff was going on. So there was a time that they were staying with us and we were staying with them. So you get a real vision of really what this disease does, not only to the person who has it, but to the partner, which I see my mom. So it wasn't an easy road for either one of them. It wasn't easy for my dad. It wasn't easy for my mom, and really for his kids to understand that they had lost their dad some time back, because that wasn't who he was. So, this disease is just not an easy thing to see and watch as your loved one has it. But what it does remind me is, don't waste your time. Like my mom says, time waits for no one. Appreciate what you have. Appreciate the people you have close to you. Appreciate the ones you want to have close to you. You know what I'm saying? And I know what I'm doing here, my dad would support me. He had to get a big kick out of it. One of his things, oh boy. He had this way of saying, oh boy. And it was just, that was my dad. And then when he started getting, when he was sick, my dad never cussed, in the house. He really didn't. Language like that was not used in our household. I'm sure they probably would like to have, but it's important for them as to what they were teaching the kids, what they were showing the kids. I think the worst was, I know my mom would say, oh shit, but bleep that out if I have to. I don't think I do, but anyway. But I never heard my dad, even when he was angry, not maybe damn it, but not really swear words or anything. So when he started getting sick, or when he was sick, if he thought something was, that's BS, bully, that's bully. So it cracks me up, because now I find I'm using it now. That's bully. The things you remember, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm glad to see my mom doing as well as she's doing. So that's a good thing. But I just wanted to give an update, just kind of wanted to share, because like I said, dementia is not an easy disease to watch or even go through. So, but no, I'm pleased to say that my mom's quite perky, and she's doing well and working on her dressing room, and there you go. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and drop some money. Oh, I forgot how much money we were going to drop. But anyway, we're going to drop money right now because I already counted it, so let's go ahead and start. So here we are going to drop $10. So let's see here. These glasses, they are kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? Get that. It really is red that I'm seeing. Like, what is this? Blue? Yeah, that is blue. So we're going to go ahead and drop $10 here. So let's see here. So I went to the gym on Monday. Oh man, Reggie just worked my legs. We worked legs. Oh man, hard. And then after class, went shopping with my mom. I think I ended up doing like over 10,000 steps that day. No, it wasn't that day. I did like over 6,000. And then the next day, I went golfing. Ew, getting back into golf. And that day, I did over 10,000 steps. Oh, I felt it. And then Wednesday, I didn't do anything Wednesday because I wasn't sure. Let's go ahead for my teeth. Let's do 17 for my. I wasn't sure how my knees or my legs were gonna do, so I just kind of took it easy. Do 17. So Wednesday just kind of chill. Thursday went back out because Mom's still trying to find stuff for her dressing room or styling room. I'm not quite sure what she's gonna call it. Oh, and then we also did a haul. There's a haul. I had to go do groceries too. Now we're going to do 17 here, and because I don't want to have orange teeth, I am coloring. Yeah, I'm coloring my teeth orange because we don't want no ugly looking teeth, right? That's right. This orange. Yeah. Everything's so weird. Wait until you see me for St. Patrick's Day. I'm even sending a pair to my Charlie because she loves novelty glasses. So I said, I'm going to write her a note, say, Charlie, a lady can never have too many shoes, too many hats, or too many glasses. The shoes is my mom. The hats is me. I like hats. Not too many, Charlie. All right, and let's see here. We're going to do 27 here because we are going to go to Alaska.
We're going to go away on a cruise.
And let's see here. 25, 26, 27. It was freaking cold. I then had to do a little clip on Monday. I think it was like 27 degrees. It's been freaking cold out here. So here's 25. Talking to my daughter today. Not talking, I was, chit-chatting with her on Messenger, texting, whatever. Because she's getting close to being due soon. So I asked her, because she's an inspector. Luna, I think she booked issues at the door. Luna, settle down back there. She's an inspector for a housing inspector. And in the city. And I asked her, I go, hey, are you working in the office? Or are you still outside? She goes, no, I much prefer working out in the field. Yeah, I know she does. I understand that because most of my career was housing, but I worked with housing programs where she's working for the city. Very, very similar but different. They have different requirements and so on. So I have a basic understanding because we sometimes would have to work with the city when we were working with families. So I get it. Here's $27 for our Alaska. Now, if I did this right, I think I've got
Finally.
Thank you.
$61 for car registration because we don't want to be caught short or surprised like we were last year. Fortunately, it was a small number. So let's go ahead and do, I think this is red. Yeah, we'll do red for red card. Red cars are cool. Red cars, black cars, silver cars. I kind of like those colors. And I figured $61 here, and then I can start putting 17 in here. I should have the money for all three vehicles. Woohoo! So do that there. So we did a haul, and I talked to my girl, and then today we went to the gym. You gotta be consistent. You just gotta stick to it. I mean, on Fridays our gym day is at 9 o'clock. We start at 9. Where Mondays at 8. You know, and it's, oh, well, you know, we're just kind of laying around, and, you know, slow Friday morning, but you just gotta get up to do it. Let's see here. I think I wanted to start putting some money in my holiday savings, because Valentine's Day is coming, see? And but I wanted to put some money in my challenge here, so I have, let me see what I have here. 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll do that, because little by little, this is going to add up. I think what I'm going to do, maybe once a month, either Pearl or Bruce, my dolphin and my shark, will be making drops. I'm thinking once a month, because we got bigger numbers on here than we did in our $100 challenge. So, yeah, I think this is purple. Yeah, purple. Excuse me, folks. I do kind of like that they're cool, but everything's red.
Yes, I am. Surprise, surprise, surprise.
So yeah, but you gotta be consistent with it, you know, and it's hard. But I'm pleased I went. I'm planning on going golfing again next week. I was able to make the draw for Big Dog because he's going to be doing a trip next week. He's going to go see his grandkids. So because of what I'm doing here, was able to transfer half the money that he's going to need for his trip. And then when I get paid, I'll transfer the other half. And he's set. You know, it's nice to be able to do that. And the reason why is because I'm mindful of where our money's going. I'm mindful of what we're spending. What I'm doing this year, this is the first month I'm doing it, is I'm tracking every single thing that we're spending. I've never really done that before.
Wait, what?
Because I want to know. Because I figure we probably have $2,000-$3,000 after everything's paid. So it's like, where's that money going? You know, what are we spending that money on? So, well, a big chunk, of course, is going to be for the trip. But that would be $700 that ordinarily, you know, would be there. So I want to start, like, what are our habits? Like, I know we paid off the dentist, so that's a one-time payment. That's not gonna occur anymore. So that was that. You know, got to get dog food. Well, I don't really budget for dog food. Well, I know groceries, all that stuff's budgeted for. But where's the rest of the money going? You know, what are we spending it on? No, I can't just say it's all Amazon. But I am going to start tracking that stuff. You know, like, do I really need it? Can I wait until it goes on sale? You know what I'm saying? There's stuff like that we need to really watch. But like I said, just what little I've been able to do, I am more mindful of how we're spending. You know, Big Dog's getting more mindful of what he's spending because he knows what we're trying to do here. And he saw what we were able to do when we were able to go take care of some things around the house and also go to Aruba, right? Okay. So we're gonna have a little money here. We're gonna do 20. So let's see, what color am I gonna do my little? Well, let's do. I don't know if I want that color. I should have picked the color before I started. But did Gigi have her stuff together? No, because she's got these glasses on that are. Well, I don't know what color this is, but we're gonna make it this color. So we'll do the first one. We're gonna do it in half, and I'm gonna put the date of what's the date? 117. And we're going to go ahead and color it here because I'm going to put 20. But we're going to start putting money in here too. So I'm excited about that. But anyway, yeah, because what I'd like to do, I like to just use cash.
Stacking up the cash.
But Big Dog's not too excited about just using cash. You know, I don't think I have a problem using cash. You know, just pay the bills out of our account because I already have them lined up. As far as like the house, the mortgage, electricity, water, those are pretty set, you know. Hey folks, if you like what you're seeing, be sure to like, share, subscribe, repeat. Like, share, subscribe, repeat. Like, share, subscribe, repeat. I think that's it. Right, Big Dog?
Woof.
I'm pretty much set on that part of it. So, you know, I just need to see. I like to, if I can talk them into using cash, I'd like to be able to do that. But I don't know if I'll be able to do that. But anyway, like I said, I'm really interested to see as far as tracking our money for the month. You know, where's it going and what are we spending it on? So anyway, that's what we're doing. I think that's all the money we're dropping today. So you know what that means? Here's the quote of the week. You will never find time if you want time. Must make time. Wait, let me start over. You will never find time if you want time. You must make time. You get that? You will never find time. You must make time. You know, I hear these people, oh, I don't have time. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, I can't do that. You know, or even like when I've, you know, spoken to some people, let's say in my silvers class, you know, tell them, you know, I go to school, I got a channel, I go to class, I try to get at my golfing, you know, I got an 8-month-old puppy, I help my mom out, you know, and doing whatever me and Big Dog want to do as far as take a quick trip here, run here, do whatever we're doing, and they just kind of look at me. And I don't think I'm busy, but I don't feel busy. I feel like I'm doing a lot of things, but I don't necessarily feel busy. Does that make sense? I'm not quite sure. Because I'm a firm believer that if you really want to do something, you're going to make time to do it. And that's kind of what this thing's saying. Let me read it again. You will never find time. If you want time, you must make it. So, nothing happens unless you make the time for it. You gotta make the time for it. You know what I'm saying? So don't ever say you can't. If you're saying you don't want, you can't find the time. If you really want to do something, you're gonna make time to do it. That's just a reality. People do it all the time. Well, I can't do this. No, it's because you don't want to do it. You're making excuses for things you really can't. For you really want. Let me start over. You're making excuses for things you really don't want to do. So instead of telling that person or telling yourself, I really don't want to do that, you're making excuses as to why you can't do it. Just be honest. Because the fact is, if you wanted to do it, you'd make the time for it. Just like this. Just like Saving Challenge. Let me tell you, this is not an easy thing to do. You got to be mindful. You got to take the time to track. You got to know where your money's going. You got to count it. You got to be on top of it. That takes time. I wasn't like this before. Just spend. But at the end of the day, that wasn't really helping me, nor was it helping Big Dog. And he was kind of doing the same thing too. You know, because now we're both on the same page. We're both mindful. We want to see where the money's going. We want to build it. But that takes time. None of this is easy. But if it's important to you, you will find the time. It's just that simple. And like my mama says, that's mama, time waits for nobody. So if you want something bad enough, don't say you ain't got the time. You just make the time. Especially if it's something you really want, make the time for you. Make that time your time. You should be the one who's in control of your time, because you're the one that's moving it. You're the one that's doing the time. Do the time with the things you want to do. Now I understand there's some things we don't want to do. That's life. Get over it. You know, like I tell my kids, nobody said it was going to be fair. Nobody said it was going to be easy. And you always want to make sure, you always want to be aware of your surroundings. That includes people. You don't want toxic people around you who will take your time away from you, because time you cannot get back. Got it? All right, let me read it one more time. Let me do this again. You will never find time. If you want time, you will make it. If it's important to you, I'm going to tell you folks, you will make the time. Right? Right. Okay. I think that's all for today. You working stiffs out there? You hang tough? Tits up? You got it? It's Fearless Friday. You be fearless. Lean into those curves with eyes wide open. And be ready. Right? Okay. Until next time. Ciao, folks. See ya.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up.